You're watching BBN Tonight on your official UK sports station, LEX 18. Presented by Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics.
Well, welcome back to BBN Tonight. Let's check up on the Kentucky football program now.
For help with that, we're joined by former Cat Jeff Piecoro of the UK Sports Network. Jeff, the Cats are already back in the weight room this offseason, and ESPN has already weighed in with a projection for the 2021 Kentucky team, ranking them at number 57 out of the 130 FBS teams. What are your thoughts on that?
I think, again, Kentucky gets no respect for what they have coming back for this football team. I think that is probably 30 places too low for them. I think this is a top 25 type team. And obviously, I think the biggest question is the quarterback and the offense. Can it be explosive? And I think they address those issues in the offseason. And if those guys are going to be eligible, if they allow them to transfer in and play, Wan'Dale Robinson and Big Trevon Morgan, I think that just opens things up for them. And I think they'd be much better than 57.
Just a quick follow-up before we get to the next question. So, everybody keeps bringing that up, quarterback and offense. Are we going to know that through the spring?
I think they want to get to fall ball with a definitive number one quarterback, especially when you're bringing in a new coach and you're changing everything around on that offense. You want somebody that step in front and kind of take the reins, do whatever you want to call it, but be the number one guy so everybody can get behind him. I like bringing Levis in. I think there's nothing wrong with that. Who's gonna win out in this battle? You've got Gatewood, you got Bo. Both of those were really high guys coming in, and now you got Will Levis coming in from Penn State. So those three guys are going to battle it out.
All right, staying with the offense and new coordinator Liam Cohen. The Cats Paws reports that Scott Woodward will serve as a quality control assistant for Kentucky after spending the last 2 seasons working in a similar role at Pitt. Woodward spent time as backup to Cohen when they were quarterbacks at UMass. Sounds like a pretty good fit, somebody you can bounce ideas off of.
You always want somebody that knows your work and your style. Remember, when Eddie Grant came, he brought Darren Henshaw because they worked together at Cincinnati before, and it came in, it was a seamless transaction. And that's what he's hoping to get with Woodward coming in too. He knows Woodward is really good at what he does. He's quality control, as you said, for the last couple of years, so he knows what he's doing there. But again, it's just another set of eyes that knows this offense backwards and forwards, because now in that quarterback room, again, with this COVID thing, you don't know how that's all going to work out. But one guy can have one of the quarterbacks, the other guy can have the other one or two. So it's good to have those set of eyes that are both on the same page.
The new man in charge of the Big Blue Wall is talking about the upcoming season. Eric Wolford comes in as the permanent replacement for the beloved O-line coach John Schlarman. Take a listen to what Wolford had to say on a recent Behind Kentucky Football podcast regarding the decisions by Darian Kennard and Luke Fortner to return for next season.
How excited were you when you found out both of those guys would be coming back for another season?
Excited as everybody in the Big Blue Nation, I can tell you that. But they're both unique players, as far as what they bring to the table. What I do know is we're going to lean on those two guys for leadership. I think Drake did a wonderful job here in the past as being one of those mainstays. Now it's time for Luke and DK to step in and take over that leadership role.
Jeff, I'm really excited about what Wolford is going to be doing with this unit. What are your thoughts on what he had to say?
Well, I think he did a big sigh of relief when Kennard said, I'm coming back. And then for Luke to come back as well for that extra year. Because, look, I always tell everybody, Bill Belichick wasn't a great coach when he was in Cleveland, right? But then all of a sudden, it's the talent that surrounds you. Joe Torre was a bad coach with the White Sox years ago and with the Atlanta Braves. But he gets the Yankees, has all that talent, and look what happens. I think it's going to be the same thing here. Darian is so huge coming back because that fills a huge hole for them had he left, because you don't ever want to lose both of your tackles. So now you've got look, they've got depth. They got Dotson, Flax, they got Lewis, they got Watson, they got Q, they got Horsey. I mean, this is a very deep offensive line, so they're going to be able to play 8 guys and continue that substitution pattern they've had the last couple of years. I do not see a drop off, and I think that with this change of what they're going to start to do on offense, quicker passes, getting the ball out, I really think that that's going to open things up for the running game, and it's even going to be better this coming year.
Pick, about 30 seconds left. Outgoing Cat Quentin Bohanna has caught the eye of NFL scouts. The senior nose guard says he's earned an invitation to the combine, reserved annually for the top eligible prospects. And also Kelvin Joseph, number 4 ranked cornerback, there by ESPN. So a couple of good outgoing players getting a chance, sounds like.
For me, the only question with Q is right here. Does he want it? Because he's got the body, he has the physical ability. And now when you get to that level, there's a lot of guys that can get to that level, but can you stick there and stay? And that's all what's right here. I think he can. I think he's got a good motor, and that's what they're looking for when you get to that level.
Pick, thanks so much. Great catching up with you. Talk to you soon.
See you guys.
All right, coming up next in our BBN Tonight show, our interviews with current UK basketball players continue.
This week, hear from big man Lance Ware. We'll be right back.